I'm Mike Edwards. I work for my wife. It's a woman-owned corporation, and every guy should remember that you do work for your wife at some time. Our bed and breakfast is in Marion, Virginia, and that's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. How do we expand what we've already started? Now, our main theme at the bed and breakfast is, may all who enter as guests leave as friends. We have a lot of friends that we've made over the short period of time that we've been there. The early B&Bs, that's what they look like, believe it or not. And you could stay in something like that. You could be sleeping in this would be what we call a king suite bed, but that would be in the old B&B. And there's what you might be eating at, right down there. Well, when you're at the Collins house, that's what you come into. Back 2 years ago, you would have come into a place that had a car that decided to do our front door check-in and our drive-through that actually came across our fence there, came across our Christmas trees we had in front, split those uprights perfectly and landed right in the middle of our inn. And we tried to indicate to people we don't have drive-in service. This is our breakfast. Well, you've had something to eat tonight, but you come to the inn, that's what you get. That's our dining room, our main dining room area at the inn. As we started to grow, we noticed that we took an inn from an occupancy rate of 0.2%. 0.2% based upon 150 room days. Now multiply that figure out, and you can see how many people were actually there at the inn. We're now at 27%, 2.5 years later. We worked hard. Our day has 25 hours in it. People actually call us at midnight and say, do you have a room at the inn? We never turn anybody down. We always answer the door with a smile, because the smile brings that guest back as a friend, because they know that they've got a place when they come into Marion. But we've reached, as we started to grow, as you can see there, that's not our growth pattern, but that's our growth example. We've reached a bubble. We know that every dollar that we put in now is going to be counterproductive, because we can't grow that much with the amount of investment that we put in just on lodging only. Now we're starting to take a look, as we did, to go to non-room revenue and how we can break that bubble and continue to move up. So as we took a look at non-room revenue, we also took a look at what do we have here in Southwest Virginia. Southwest Virginia, as I've found out when I go to trade shows, when I go and explain to people why fly fishing is so great down here, they oftentimes think we're from Southwest Virginia as opposed to Southwest Virginia. We don't exist from Roanoke down. We're making the difference. When we first started with Bed Breakfast Association of Virginia, we didn't show up on the map. When we joined, Marion showed up on the map. Ever since then, we have been growing and growing Marion as a tourist destination. Come to our place and then go from here. Go out to every one of the people that we have back here. We're all friends of how we all grow in Southwest Virginia. So we're working very hard at doing something like that, capitalizing on networking, because as we get into each individual network that we work with each one of the people up here, they then reach out and they reach out and they reach out, and all of a sudden we've done a whole lot on $25 or less. That's a good way to succeed. One of the ways that we looked at, we explored what is really one of the big areas in Southwest Virginia that brings people. Believe it or not, if you're trout fishermen, trout fishing is great down here in Southwest Virginia. We're putting together a non-room revenue program under the Collins House Inn that will be known as the Appalachian Trail and Angler Outfitters. What we'll be doing is bringing on full-time people to work that program, but we'll bring them into the destination being the Collins House. You stay there, but we'll outfit you so you can go out and you can fish. Now we won't compete with Cabela's. We won't compete with the other. Have to forgive me there. The other bigger outfitters that we have in Southwest Virginia. We're taking care of the little stuff, the stuff that you forgot at home that you're going to need to go out on the trail. Taking a look at the AT hiker who comes in off the trail, he needs to be resupplied. We're not going to give him boots, we're not going to give him heavy stuff, but we might have socks available for him. We might have trail mix available for him. And getting those type of supplies are going to be done locally, working B2B on a local basis, or reaching out to the friends that we made through this competition to help supply the Appalachian Trail hikers or the day hikers that come through there. There is a need because the people who come to our bed and breakfast are of the upper income bracket. The people with the disposable income, the people that look for the little stuff and they don't find it, they're going to be coming to see us in one of our particular ventures. Or we're going to go into the small wedding venue, capitalizing off of Virginia is for Lovers website, where we can say, okay, in Virginia, you're looking for a small venue, come to the inn because we can do a small wedding. We have a officiant who can do a shotgun wedding. We can do themed weddings like that. But it's something different that we can advertise and use the free advertising that Virginia is for Lovers website gives us, and we use it. We take a look at Back of the Dragon. Those of you that have gone to Tennessee and ridden the Tail of the Dragon, you can come to our place and ride the Back of the Dragon. This brings us and ties us together with Wise, with Phil, Tazewell, all of the areas where we have 5 touring trails for motorcycles and for cars. Another income producing place for us to look at non-room revenue. But in order to do that, we come back again to the circle of friends, or the circle of life as we might talk about it, how we are all going to succeed. What we need to do and what we're doing is we're going to provide a small business entrepreneurial, as I put it, program for the B&B industry with interns from the Smith Career and Technical Center, or Exit 39. We're taking a look at bringing in those people who want to intern and learn what culinary arts are all about in the hospitality industry. We're also taking a look to secure staff that are dedicated to focus on those non-room revenue activities, because for 2 people to handle that, there are not 25 hours in the day, although we think there is, and some of the people we deal with think there is. So I go back again to the market numbers are there. We've done the research. It's in our business plan that you'll see. I end all of this with saying, come to Marion and come to the Collins House Inn, where you come as guests, but you leave as my friends.